Check out this one-man mast stepping. This boat has a very cool steel bridle system with pulleys, taking a crack at the making trailerable boats easier to use problem. And check out this 26-footer that it's attached to. This is a Maxus. Maxus is a Polish company that sells a lot of these little trailerable boats over in Europe. A lot of the sailing there is on inland lakes where a trailerable boat makes a lot of sense. They bring the boat home when they're not using it and they go explore any lake that they want within driving distance when they want to sail. And Maxus sells a lot of these boats, but now they're in partnership with US brokers to sell their boat in North America. So let's see what she's got for us. The 26-foot sleek and angular hull is glass with a carbon wrap. Big windows and a stubby bowsprit give it a more modern edge for sure. The sales rep shows me the folding mast system where the forestay and furler unpin, and while the mast drops back on a 4-to-1 system run to the coach top winch, a steel bridle guides the mast up or down. At the back, a gallows sticks up to catch the mast. This is a very cool mast stepping system and unique to Maxus yachts. In fact, the only system I like better than this one is the mast tender that Compact uses, because on theirs, the boom stays on the mast when you take it down. On the Maxus, you have to take the boom and mainsail off and stow it somewhere inside the boat. Nonetheless, a single person can fully rig this boat at the ramp in less than 20 minutes, and that's pretty cool because owning a trailer sailor, you know the worst part isn't driving it to and from the ramp, it's having to rig it all up when you get to the ramp and then take it all back down again when you're tired after a day of sailing. And this boat isn't just about the quick deployment at any lake of your choosing, it's about performance too. We note the inboard jib tracks on the side decks, the inboard chain plates, all lines led to clutches and coach top winches, a solar panel from the factory to keep the engine start battery topped up. Out back we have a racy open transom with a kick-up rudder hung off the back, so you'll be able to feel what this boat's doing as you cruise along. The cockpit is more like a J-boat than anything else, with the main sheet prominently displayed front and center in reach of the helmsman, and behind the helmsman, the 4-to-1 for the adjustable backstay. They want you to go fast on this boat and have fun. This reminds me a lot of the open transom Hunters from 15 years ago, or the Beneteau First 27. Inboard is a Yanmar 18 diesel, but you can opt for an outboard instead on the back on a bracket, or you can have an electric drive inside. The salesman tells me the total weight of the boat as is, the one we're standing on, is just 5,000 pounds, so you can tow it with your pickup. As you board, we note the straps for lifelines that we use on all the race boats to make hiking out more comfortable. Headed up the side deck past those inboard chain plates, the deck is clear of clutter, and we get up to the stubby bowsprit, an anchor locker, and a roller furling, and all the gear to make that mast stepping system work. Under the furling drum is a 4-to-1 system that goes inside the deck, and there's a pin that locks the forestay down while you're sailing. When you remove the pin, the whole forestay, furling system and all, goes up and away from the deck toward the mast as it goes backward. The massive boom provides for a big mainsail, but leaves little in the way of room for a bimini if you want to get out of the sun out back. But as racy as this little boat is, that may not matter all that much. Inside this boat, the finish work and cabinetry is as nice as we'd expect from any of the French boats. A reasonable galley to port, useful space in the middle, and a V-berth up front. But rare for a 26, this boat actually has somewhere to sleep in the back as well. I've owned a couple 26-footers and can definitely say I did not have a bathroom with a door like this, or much less a back bedroom. The inboard Yanmar lives under the companionway steps as it would on a bigger boat, and everything in here is very well done. Good hardware, good finishes. It feels nice, it smells nice. Nothing creaking or groaning or falling apart. While you're here, have you seen Bert Vermeer's review of the Bahama 30 from Islander? If you're interested in a used boat of around 30 feet, this is definitely an extremely good read. You can see it over on the Practical Sailor website, but I'll leave a direct link in the description below. Back to the Maxus. The table in the middle of the cabin isn't just a table either. It houses the keel, which goes up and down like a dagger board on a pulley system built into that space. The keel is so big, in fact, that if you crank it all the way up, you can actually see the sides of the keel itself in here in the cabin above the table, which may get some slime in the cabin, but it is nice to see how the keel paint is doing from time to time. You'd probably only ever have it up that high if you're going to beach the boat anyway. Now, a 26-foot trailerable boat is nothing new around here. We've had these for years, and while this Maxus has a pretty cool mast stepping system, I think the one Compact Yachts came up with is a little bit better. As far as an open transom trailerable sailboat goes, I'd put this in competition with the Beneteau First, the 24, and of course the 27, which will likely sail just as well as this Maxus, if not better. But it'll have a much better support system in North America because Beneteau has dealers and technicians everywhere now. The Maxus is 150 grand, which is the same price as the Beneteau First 24. Or there's the J9 from J-Boats, an even racier little trailerable boat, which can also be had for under 200 grand. We did a special on the J9, and it's a pretty remarkable boat. Its interior, however, is a bit more Spartan than this Maxus. But if I had to buy anything as a new generation trailer sailor and spend, 150 grand, I'd have to consider the Catalina 275. It comes with a swing keel too, and inside has a galley and head and a bed in the back as well. It's about the same price as the Maxus and does all the things the Maxus does except for that cool mast stepping system. What would you buy? Is there a best trailer sailor? Is this Maxus gonna make it here in the North American market? I guess time will tell. While you're here, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. It helps us decide what to publish next. I'll see you guys next time.